All right. And again, some of the complaints that we've heard in the past, I don't know if that still happens now, is the fact that some of the equipment that you use for the vocational trainings are outdated as it is. Is that still the case as of now?
Well, the National Board of Technical Education have 600 technical colleges around Nigeria. And then, of course, you know, I sit on the community, I'm the Committee of Skills with the Vice President. So one of the targets is to revamp all these technical colleges. So they are working on it. Of course, there are some that needs to be remodeled, and we need more equipment, like more in the modern time and modern age. But this is something that the government has thought about and something that we're working on, and something that's definitely going to be improved in the future.
Those that do not have access to internet, how do they get about this whole thing?
So that's what I just mentioned. Like, we partner with people in the local communities.
Okay.
Like, we partner with the Olu of Warri, and you know that with the local chairmen, and they give us lists of people that are not. And you know, often the question they ask us is, we don't have money to get your training. How do we get there? So we're thinking about them. We provide the money for them to get there. They will say, if we come, we're going to be hungry. We can't eat. We provide food for them to eat. Another thing we do is we also orientation to tell them you can do it. What you need to do is you need to be dedicated from this time to this time. We're going to give you this laptop to empower you. Some people need more help than others, so we continue to mentor them until we see that they're in a stage where they're empowered, they're making money.
Skill is one thing, competence is another as well. As a matter of fact, we've had issues with competence. You know, and we could relate due to one or two projects we've done thus far. Are there platforms as well after the training that the people are also being monitored for you know, constant competence, you know, in the delivery of their skills that they've learned from your office as well?
Yes, we have a monitoring and evaluation unit, and what we do is when you finish the training, we actually continue to work with you. So some of these jobs that people got, they didn't get it 1 week after the training. We worked with them, some of them 1 month after, some 3 months, so we continue to work with them. And where the need is, and we feel like you need a little bit more training, we can invite you back to join phase 2 for us to brush up your skills. We also, as I said before, backward integration. We're working with the private sector. Like, one of the companies that was actually training them on cybersecurity, one of the trainers owned a company, and he employed quite a few of them, on the people that he felt were very passionate, the people that he felt were showing up every day on time, the people that he felt they actually employed them. So, so we're working with them to make sure that they have all the skills they need, and as they go along, we monitor them and invite them back if we feel like they need to brush up their skills and try to put them into jobs, because we're not in the business of just giving certificates. We're in the business of changing lives and bringing dignity back.
Is there a timeline for that? Because we hear that now you've said that the president is working on it, but what's the timeline?
So no, it's already been approved. So
Okay.
it's actually in NEL fund, so they're working on it. So it's something that's already been approved.
So in taking up these opportunities right now, what should Nigerian youth, what are we supposed to do to take up some of these opportunities, of course, when it comes to vocational skill and learning?
In my office, or
yes, your office.
Yes.
And
Oh,
generally.
so please, what I would just really advise you to do is please look very closely on our Instagram page, on our website, to see the projects that we're putting out there. We also publish in the newspapers. We have a lot of people reaching out to our office. Most of the people that come, they just knock on the door and say we want to register, and we keep their details in the database.
Are we looking at the Made in Nigeria concept as well? You know, because you mentioned where you talked about Germany, you know, Samsung as it is. Are we looking at some products that are made in Nigeria that can actually be supported by the government, by some of these persons that are getting the skills from your office, and of course seeing how we can use the product made in Nigeria and also making it to be a global product from Nigeria?
Of course. So, you know, we do different kind of courses, fashion and design. So we have so many fashion designers that that come to train them. So they come and they make made in Nigeria clothes, and some of them are exported, you know, out of the country.
Now, you talked about the website where Nigerians are interested in the education that can go there and of course apply. What's the website?
So we actually, what we do is there are two different things. We have our social media page, which is just my name, Dr. Abiola Arogundade, and there's a questionnaire on the page. So once you fill the questionnaire, it automatically, when you've been qualified, it automatically takes you to the website where you can choose what you want.